in Stewart Island. For 60 years, Lifeline has been a beacon of hope for countless New Zealanders. Last year, it received almost 92,000 calls and had more than 15,000 text conversations. But with no government funding, it's asking for your support. Grenville Hendricks from Presbyterian Support Northern is a former Lifeline counsellor, and he joins us now. Grenville, thank you so much for coming in. 60 years is a long time, and I was just asking how long ago you were there. It was 20-odd years ago. That service must have contributed a huge amount to the mental health and wellness of New Zealanders in all that time.
Yep, absolutely. So 60 years is a long time. That's millions of New Zealanders that we've helped from all ages, all stages of life. We operate 24/7. That's 7 days a week. And so over that time, we've amassed or done a whole lot of work in that space.
And being a counsellor on the end of that phone, texting or calling, listening to someone's call, must be a pretty difficult job at times, I'd imagine.
It's difficult, but it's also rewarding. We get lots of positive feedback. If we have a caller come back to us and say that they've actually appreciated the support that we've given them.
And do they do that? Because I think we think of these sorts of calls that everyone is in deep distress and you know, particularly if we haven't used the service, we don't have an idea about what those calls are like.
Yeah. So there's a mix of calls. Calls can be people with mental health crisis, suicidal, needing help. A lot of the calls are about loneliness. Loneliness is a big issue in our society.
Yeah.
A lot of issues are, for instance, during COVID, or when we had the weather issues, people get anxious and they call us because we're anonymous, and also we're there 24/7.
You just mentioned a couple of recent events, COVID and the weather, and I imagine the sorts of calls you're getting in about the issues you're calling, and even the demand for the service must have changed and grown significantly over the last few decades.
Yep, it definitely has. Loneliness, like I said, is a big issue.
Did they get worse in COVID?
They did. So we increased by about 10,000 per month, which was quite high. Also during the cyclone, we got much more calls. We get on average about 8,000 to 9,000 a month, and depending on the situation, it can increase or decrease.
Yeah, right. If we are going through a particular event at any one time, of course, services will have more pressure on them. You are not government funded, though. That ended some time ago. So how do you stay afloat?
So we rely on the public, we rely on the community, we rely on philanthropy, and part of what we're doing is, because we're turning 60, is launching our big birthday appeal.
Okay.
And that's actually to raise lots of funds so that we can continue delivering the service that we've been doing and do it for the next 60 years.
Is that a bit harder marking that milestone when we are all constantly saying a cost of living crisis, inflation, things are expensive?
It is harder, but the reality is that for 60 years we've been getting lots of donations from the community, and so what we're asking for people is to dig deep. We do have a website, it's lifeline.org.nz, so if any of the viewers want to make a donation or they want to learn about our birthday challenges, absolutely just log onto the website and find out more.
Tell me quickly what some of those birthday challenges are.
Okay, so we've got, I'm wearing the t-shirt. I'll give a bit of a plug for my t-shirt, actually.
Okay, what's that?
So the t-shirt has got 60 dots. The 60 dots represent the 60 years of Lifeline and the 60 years that we plan to do. Then I've got 36 dots here in the light green. The 36 is the cost when you call Lifeline. So $36 to call Lifeline.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So the birthday challenges, so what we're doing is a birthday appeal. We're saying to people, come up with innovative ideas about how you want to celebrate your birthday, raise funds in the process, and then donate it to Lifeline. So some of the ideas are things like soup Sundays, for instance, if you're having a birthday celebration and you want to invite your friends around and do soup. We're asking people to share photos on Instagram, social media about fun things that they want to do. The idea is you can get as innovative and as crazy as you want. Get your friends to join you as well, and then ask them for small donations and donate that to the Lifeline birthday appeal.
It all adds up, Grenville. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
And good luck for the birthday fundraiser.
Thank you.
E whai ake nei. The famous studio behind Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep has just done a massive deal with the University of Canterbury. We've sent out Digby Worthmuller to find out